Greetings, everybody. This is a very special program here from Extreme Action Studio. Today, what we're going to be doing is an audio story of a ginormous snake, and you're going to love it. And it's the beginning of something very, very big. You'll see what I mean soon. Enjoy! One day, in the year 2023, a man named John Brooks looked over the ocean in his lighthouse when he saw a boat go down as a blue serpent emerged from it, a snake which slithered around his lighthouse, crushing him inside of it as he died. Images and videos leaked online of the creature. Due to its blue color scheme, it was given the name electro serpent. The government or the military quickly realized that they cannot just wait, and they quickly began to set up a plan for had the creature made landfall. And luckily for them, I guess unluckily, the creature made landfall a week later, where it attacked New York City, eating the fish supply, as well as some people actually dying or variously injured from electrical shocks coming from their water. For the electro serpent, as it turns out, was given quite the fitting name. It's actually electrical-based abilities, I guess I should say. Sorry for the mispronunciation. Firing off electrical blasting away military vehicles as soldiers actively attacked the creature. It slithered around the Empire State Building, crushing it, destroying it as it fell apart. The creature quickly continued to make its way to also the different areas, eventually making its way specifically to Manhattan, causing several bits of property damage. Luckily enough, no casualties. The creature continued on slithering by on its destructive path. More and more damage was caused. Cars destroyed, people went flying into the air, but luckily almost no casualties, although a few people were either injured with only a couple actually dying. The military managed to blast the creature, but realized the creature was simply trying to survive. It was only given malicious intent, well, not really intent, but more malicious behavior from this mutation. That led to it being a nuclear test that not even the government knew about by a bunch of rogue members of the government. Quickly, they were arrested, as eventually the creature was lured away by the psychics in the military. So the creatures went back to sea, only for it to reemerge 2 days later in Mexico, where it attacked the capital of the country before once again slithering away back to the ocean. A whole power outage occurred in Tokyo as the creature emerged from the sewers and continued to attack multiple areas, eventually making its way to Shanghai, making further damage, with both attacks on Tokyo and Shanghai led to a total of 100 casualties within Japan. As for the Mexico attack, only 2 casualties were reported, with all the other citizens either only being injured or not affected at all, managing to get away from the damage caused by the electro serpent. The electro serpent emerged another week later, where it attacked Sydney, slithering around different buildings. Upon it, it faced against a great challenge. From out came one of the buildings was an experimental vehicle, which was utilized against the creature, as several other military men tried to face it. But unfortunately for the military, the person actually piloting the experimental tank was actually someone who just wanted to kill the creature, not caring as all he saw was a monster. Continuing to blasting the creature, eventually it was clear he was going rogue as the robot transformed. For yes, this is more than just a tank. It was built with a mecha form. In the mecha form, it battled against the electro serpent, but the electro serpent uses electrical abilities to sub-circuit the tank and knock it down. From there, with the help of the psychics, it realized the damage it was causing and returned to the ocean. They knew the electro serpent would one day return, but until then, they would let it live in peace. A couple days later, it was discovered that there was yet another electrical-based serpent, but it was killed in the initial radioactive blast as its energy was too much for it to handle, and some of the energy passed on to the electro serpent. This information was given to them by the mysterious Agent X, who is from a mysterious agent spy organization, but would not disclose the information. Agent X says that he will aid them in their time of need, even if they don't even realize they are in a time of need. Whatever he meant by that, the world may never know. But we might never find out. But we can count on this. The electric serpent will emerge one day, once again, and perhaps even emerge as an ally. I know what you're wondering. What do I mean this is making something big? You see, I've had many attempts at building up a connected, shared universe, all of which I either just quit on, some of which I even kind of began, but just, But this one is special. Kind of. Essentially, this is simply a small story. I might not be able to connect the universe, but this is simply a small story, which will eventually, hopefully, whenever I get a chance, get adapted into a movie. But it's not gonna be my very first film. No. I have another movie I'm working on, which I'm not gonna tell you what it is, because it's gonna be a surprise.